Alright, so this is the buffer part 2 of the coursework, and I'm gonna go straight into simulation. First, I'll just compile v4 SPI buffer and Testbench. 0 errors, 1 warning. Alright, I'm gonna simulate this. I've created FIFA and made it into a different file. I thought that would be easier. Add page. Alright, I'm just gonna tell you what's what here. That's write enable buff 1, write enable buff 2, read enable buff 1, read enable buff 2. And that's select buff, which will help me navigate through buffer 1 or 2. That's full buff 1, full buff 2, empty buff 1, empty buff 2. And that's input. Oh, sorry. That's output. That's store data 2. So yeah, I'm just gonna run. Yeah. Alright. So here's the proof. Data in, data going out, and the data getting stored. I'm gonna zoom out. Sorry about that. Alright. Okay. Yeah. Alright. So as we can see, there are 4 cases. 1, 2, 3. That's the 4th. So in the first case, when we are able to write in buffer 1, the buff 2 is completely empty, right? And when we transfer, when we go from buff 1 to buff 2, sorry about that, it just should be here, right? Yeah, then the buff 2 is enabled. We can write in buff 2, and then we can read in the select buff is enabled, and the buff 1 is full because we stopped reading that. And then go to the third case where we can where we can read buff 1, and both buff 1 and buff 2 are full, since we've wrote in both of them. And that's the 4th case where we can read buff 2, and again select buff is an option, and the buff 1 is empty. So these are the 4 cases, and until we write. After we stop writing, it is constant, so that which shows the proof that I have stopped writing the 16-bit value from here. And it had the output was 0 initially because it was just writing, it was not reading. And there's the proof that it can read from here, which I will just zoom in just to check. Yeah, there it is. Data output going ahead, which is in the state 4th state. Alright, so and the data is stored. There is proof of that, and yeah, that's it. That's my buffer.